asked me if I was trying to use at least what's called in New Jersey. There's a shield law for people who are journalists that would prevent legally them to be forced to give up sources to information they disseminate. Now, during the deposition, I actually even said, because I could tell this chick is fuming. It's 7 hours. And I'm over here tap dancing on her. I'm over here giving them the works. You feel me? Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, Meg. I don't know if you spend $100 grand on that, but I was giving all 7 of them the work. So eventually, when I realized they paused the deposition, they said, "Yo, we're gonna go get a judge right now. We gotta get you this answer out of you." I said, "You know what? I'm not gonna use the shield law anymore. As a matter of fact, I'll answer. My answer is, who gave me the information?" I don't recall. And I know. That's the reality of it. So today in federal court, and by the way, I didn't have to appear, but you know, I appeared for one reason, and the judge gave me some assurance. And by the way, shout out to Judge Brendan Day, who's my guy, good magistrate out of New Jersey federal court. He said, Meg's lawyers were trying to say that what we do here can't qualify as journalism. So laws that protect journalists can never apply to us. The judge basically, after questioning her and essentially Meg for a decent period of time, they then reduced their stance to say, no, that's not what we're saying or asking. We're not saying that academics cannot get protected by laws that protect journalists, especially, and I told the judge, because the judge asked me, and I stood up, I represent myself, he said, are you trying to enforce the shield law? I said, well, in the deposition, I said, I'm not even going to use the shield law. I'll give you an answer, which is I don't recall. But the reason why I'm even showing up here to even challenge this motion is because if she gets a blanket win on the shield law, it means for future cases where someone...
I stand corrected. I was wrong. If this is academic reasoning, he's 100% correct. Legal precedent is very important. Please see what this Diddy case. When it was about to determine whether Diddy was going to do 20 years in prison or 2 months, what they say? Go find legal precedents for man-act convictions similar to Diddy's, and we're going to factor that in at our sentencing, right? Now, the judge went completely left, as people would expect, but yeah, legal precedent is very important. So I can say, yo, if Rock Nation and Megan Thee Stallion can do this, right? If they can violate the rights of journalists, if they can violate the rights of, like, it can constitutionally protect the rights for journalists, right, to receive information under confidentiality and not have to disclose it. If they can violate this, then, yo, there's no hope for anybody else coming after. So shout to Acctivated. Nah, that's no, bro. Like, I rock with that, bro. That's no. This next part is really concerning to me. So academics will use a phone call between the private investigator that Megan Thee Stallion hired and one of his employees. Now, academics hires a bunch of people, or not even hire, like, you kind of partner with them to run the academics team, because they run it. Actors kind of oversees because it's his brand. And academic team has a lot of people focused for it, including some of academic fans who are minors. According to academics, the private investigators hired by Megan Thee Stallion contacted minors and trying to, like, talk to them or trying to grab the information from them without, like, their parents being there or on the phone to kind of, like, mediate. Now, academics released a phone call between one of the people that works for Academic TV and a private investigator for Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Acctivated revealed whether or not this person specifically they were talking to was a minor, but he did say minors were contacted at some point.
Inside, here's Wembanyama.
And by the way, this is what these two $2 private investigators. Don't try to read the random like to my niggas, bro. Don't read them. Like, you can't arrest nothing. Man, we gonna go to a million hearings and we gonna bleed your pockets. That's why I show up without a lawyer. You got nothing against me. And if you do, we'll go that route too. Y'all keep paying lawyers $1 billion every 2 months for a bunch of bullshit to investigate. Some of these people y'all are calling are children. They're 6-year-olds who this is their first job. Just might be to click a button. They don't know what's going on. Good job. Keep spending y'all attorney money. Keep having people stake out of, y'all are staking out of minors' houses.
No good off the back of the rim.
Because they like a particular artist. And they might be adherent to the tactic. Keep doing that. But y'all are spending real hard. It's not cheap. They were on a flight over 12 hours into the first.
Keep Megan Thee Stallion and her lawyers to do this shit. Like, that's it. Why are you stalking? Why are you going and waiting out of people's houses to have conversations with them when they aren't being sued? Now, I do disagree with after he says, they're going to bleed their pockets. They're not. Rock Nation is a $1 billion company. This is not going to put a dent in their overall budget at all, bro. Like, the Rock Nation was trying to get that casino pass, bro. They were pouring millions of dollars just for the city. Bro, they were pouring millions of dollars just to get people to come on board with their plan to get them casino. Like, they don't care about, like, the millions they're spending on the game. And I also don't even think this is entirely about Megan Thee Stallion. I think Rock Nation has a deeper point to prove there. If you look at the landscape of hip-hop ever since the Big and Kendrick beat, it's been straight down the middle. Usually, you can tell what side of the aisle they're on rather Big and Kendrick based on their values and their beliefs or who they like in this way. And it's safe to say that the people who are skeptical of Rock Nation, the people who are anti-Rock Nation, the people who got distrust of Rock Nation, who has investigation in Rock Nation,
Nigga,
on the great side.
cutting in front of me and shit. Then you want to pause, bro. You Bruh, these niggas suck, bro. Real. Bro, why you talking? Why you even talking, my
So
nigga?
Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe
That's not gonna say what I want, nigga. It's a free country. What the fuck is wrong? Yeah, that's nice. That's nice, my nigga. You trash. Fucking trash, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you talk about, nigga. On BD.
Two-man game between Brunson and
Alright, nigga, you tried. Alright, so what?
virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well.
This nigga wants to talk and shit. I don't feel like doing all that right now. Johnny Manziel, nigga, I don't feel like doing all that right now.
double team.
That ain't it.
No good from
Shout out
outside.
to Holmes.
Spurs trailed by 5. 104 left here in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Harper. Basket good.
Not an area.
Hip-hop has been split up like Democrats and Republicans. Alright, everything is political now in hip-hop. And it's been split right down the middle. People are characters, which I think it shouldn't be like that. It's dumb. But Rock Nation obviously was hiding behind the bill of this Megan Thee Stallion lawsuit to essentially go after the people they believe are responsible for spreading propaganda about Rock Nation, or who they believe is responsible for attacking Rock Nation or Rock Nation personality. Because right now, if like the fans find out an artist is Rock Nation, it's like for example, like Cardi B ain't Rock Nation, but she has something dealing with Rock Nation. When that was discovered, she got a train of hate. There's an automatic dislike to Rock Nation, and they're trying to figure out where the source is coming from. And they probably blame academics or academics, and they're just going after people they believe is responsible. This is not all about negative diet, and I hope people really look at this and take this serious. Rock Nation ain't stopping. They don't care about negative diet or toilet. No, they're using this as a bill to go after creators they believe is responsible for the hatred they're receiving online.
Yeah, you know
All
what?
right, now, like that's all. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. And also, if y'all enjoy this video and want to make videos like me and make money like me, bro, I made a lot of videos on I have a step-by-step course in my description, including the equipment, how I make thumbnails, also growth strategies that you probably never heard before on how to grow really quickly on YouTube, like fast well, in my description. Also, all right, I have consultations available if you want to ask some questions or have me cater a plan just for you. I will also do that as well in terms of growing on YouTube. Or you can sign up for the free consultation I offer every month to at least one of my subscribers. Is also in the description. If you enjoyed this video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here on my screen to find out about the other job I'm dealing with. Apparently, a Roman 60 crib is threatened to sue me for exposing his nasty secrets. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
Get your progressive glasses at a flat 50% off plus 23% off on the entire order. Use the code CLUB23 at checkout only for golf.
Here's Sohan. Misses the three. So, Clark, when you talk about Deuce McBride, how would you best describe his game?
An energizing presence. I mean, he brings great energy at both ends of the floor. He can knock down threes, plays with a real pace and fearlessness that injects energy into his team when he's on the floor. He's a great guy to have out there because he can really produce points in short stints of playing time.
Here's Johnson. The Knicks making the shot. He's picked up by Hoover. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama.
13.
That's foul number 2 for him.
San Antonio substitution number 4.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option.
What do you make of Stefanski and not naming him?
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
I know the Raptors took their team just on 138 to 122, man. Y'all was good yesterday, man. We won. We back. Yeah. I was good. It's up. That was mine. That's it. Yeah, that was my thing. That's what you know. I got my hand. That's good. I like that, man. I'm going to take that for you. Honestly, the Raptors. I'm watching myself without the same video. That's it. That's If y'all tell me you can have it all started? Yeah, it's tough. I have another opportunity. I feel good to say them out right now. Your boy started to go. Started 6 minutes.
And here's Clarkson, who brings it up for the Knicks. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and Hall of Fame coach. Lots of getting loaded. Hunter got it away like he never even had it.
Here's Clarkson. New York, no good that time either. Spurs trailed by 6. Pass to Bryant. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
They're running. The right open look here for Fox. And the Spurs another three.
Beautiful job closing the gap. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from it. They made a nice push to keep it close.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Spurs.
Now Fox. He's got 8. Stolen by Clarkson. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Transition defense. Now matching up well with Clarkson's speed there.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Castle on the wing. For 3, Vassell. Back to Castle. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges with the steal. To the inside. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helmet.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned. Back to you guys.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Back from outside. The Knicks pull it in. Shot game clock separated by 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That one falls for Brunson. Second free throw, no good. Spurs trail by 10. Castle with it. Still without a basket. Pass to Barnes. The three-pointer is right on target.
Decision-making of Barnes is really solid. Knows he has the green light to fire as soon as he catches the pass, and that's what he does.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout.
You fucking trash.
He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
This nigga just like doing shit, bro. Like, this nigga lame. I never seen this. I never seen no shit like this before, bro. This nigga just want to pause the game just cause we lame as hell, boy. Hey, bro, I don't care. I just know you lame. That's all. I don't care, nigga. You just lame. You just lame as hell.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game.
Bro, don't get mad at me, nigga. Don't get mad at me, nigga. Get mad at TV, nigga. Jumping out his shoes and shit. Look at this dumb ass nigga. Come on, man. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. Oh, shit, man. This nigga pausing the game and shit. I ain't never seen this shit, man. Nigga, you did, bro. They used to do that shit in 2022. 2K22. You doing that shit in 2K26. Yo ass lame as hell, boy. Oh, yeah.
Spurs trail by 5. Down low. Here's Barnes.
Go ass nigga.
The size, reach, look at his right there.
Here's Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
Back to Castle. 2 pointers off the mark.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Bridges left side. There's the opposite end. Wide open. Wembanyama with the rebound. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Castle, again, the miss by the Spurs. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 6.
Nice set. Excellent team basketball.
Can't get it to go. By 7. The big one, Anunoby. Brings the 3, and yes, he'll turn the ball. One more. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox. For New York, they have pitches 2 free throws and 5 attempted. And the Spurs with possession. Fox feeling it out to him. Robinson with the block. There's Bridges. Phoenix good for 2.
Offensively, they just rolled. Impossible to stop.
That shit means nothing to me.
He's going to take a few moments to check in with his team and regroup. Spurs trailed by 13. Pass to Castle. Nice ball move by San Antonio. He drops. Here's Wembanyama. Count it, good. He has 6.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
And it's Towns missing.
And listen, sometimes the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Free throw good, Wembanyama.
I get sent every extension under the sun. Bellamy was always the best, and he used to work with. I only work with the best of the best, and Bellamy is the best extension. They bring really premium, high-quality extensions to everyone's everyday life. It's not just about like adding hair length; it's about adding fullness, and they're really encouraging everyone to like take their space and feel good about themselves. That's their best life.
And the dunk by Towns.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much. He lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Solid vision by Clarkson. Got it to his teammate in a great spot.
Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Both shots good from the stripe. There's 57 seconds left for the third. To the paint. Here's Towns. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They force in close. When Towns smells that rim, he goes right to it.
Harper wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. 10 points for Dylan Harper.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Spurs trail by 13. Bryant outside. Here's Sohan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Down low. All alone. And finished off by Yabusele.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And so it's a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up.
And for the final time, it's 3 piece of the this scoring. That ball is underway. The Rockets.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. That one good for 2.
And man can easily get going in a hurry. He's got his fingertips all over this one.
Pass to Sohan. Harper up top. Even in. And Harper slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut to that lead.
And look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hand.
And Benyama onside.
And that was telegraphed. Nate Bailey here tonight.
Retain possession. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. And Benyama. The shot, no good. New York win by 17. Anunoby has the open look. Hits the 3-point line. Anunoby's got 9 points here in the second half. 3-pointer falls. It's rebounded by New York.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff.
On the quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock ending. Now, here's Vassell. A pass to Fox. 5 on the clock. Will it go? Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Expectations last year, 6-2 season, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't pimp for ass and it mattered. We got to do this shit. When it's time for us to make the Eastern Conference Finals, it's time to go to the finals. We didn't expect that last year. Yeah. So I can't say that. I can't say that if we should be in panic mode for them. Yeah, that was like a surprising year. I mean, I think we got high expectations this year because of last year. But the families to the finals, I think I'm like, yeah. I mean, they all high expectations in the league, but they at least got me to the Eastern Conference Finals. Never gonna lose. I don't think they could predict. But I think this should be. They're making from Marcus, and I be hearing there's been a lot of talk, you know, saying the offense about the smart guard and stuff like that. A lot of that's been aimed towards here in Garden South and TJ here in Indiana. So they consider putting off for him, but just see how the new roster looks out. A lot of guys look out for very firm, also a little guard.
About 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And here's Brunson. Trying to find time. Gets it to him.
And, you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out on the screen. He can go pick and pop on you, or he can go pick and roll. Pounds can hurt you either way.
Here's Wembanyama. This is the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Brunson with a clean look. Hands it from downtown. Brunson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. You can see how they're finishing their play.
This is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Brunson. And stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Castle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're just beating the open man. Nice recognition from the sub. And really the story of the second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
That's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Pass to the center. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
One team is just completely outclassed by the spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for New York.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Really satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really all-around game for Jalen Brunson.
The way he saw the floor was quite special. I mean, he served up a ton of room service time.
Here's McBride. Hits the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on the defense.
To the left side wing. Pass to Sohan. 4 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's over Clarkson. Shot by Johnson, no good. And here are the Knicks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And that one's good. Towns.
Credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
It is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Yeah, I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory. Using his speed advantage there to create the separation he needs for the shot. When he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Running in the back.
Really put in supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks.
They haven't promoted it. They've been pushing NBA preseason hard than the W1. We just talked about the Bulls. And this is really crazy to me. Let me say some shit like that. Niggas over here talking about marketing and everything. It's me, you can't do that to the game. The WNBA now niggas are saying the same shit as me. They promote preseason more than they finals. Am I lying, bro? I respect that game, but I'm just like, damn, they can't do it.
Families cemented themselves in Hollywood and comedy history back in the early 90s with Keenan and Damon Wayans, bringing us the iconic sketch comedy show In Living Color. Then Sean and Marlon Wayans carried that torch into feature films in the late 90s and 2000s, paving the way for their nieces, nephews, and other family members. The oldest Wayans, Keenan, decided to set his sights on behind-the-scenes aspect of the industry, while Damon and Marlon have had several film and television appearances. Sean's contributions to film and television with his brothers have been an integral part of the Wayans legacy, which is why Sean Wayans will always remain unforgotten. Sean Mathis Wayans was born on January 19, 1971 in New York City, New York, the ninth of 10 siblings and the son of Elvira and Howard Wayans. Wayans grew up in the Fulton Houses housing project in Manhattan, where he attended the Bayard Rustin High School for the Humanities and graduated in 1989. The Wayans brothers would go on to last 5 seasons, consisting of 101 episodes. It was one of the first sitcoms that helped launch the WB network. Sean was even nominated for Favorite Television Actor at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards in 1998 for his work on the show. The show was canceled in 1999 due to declining ratings and never received a proper finale. Following the Wayans brothers' cancellation, Sean appeared in an episode of the animated series Happily Ever After, Tell for Everyone, the action thriller New Blood, and the documentary Open Mind. After watching several horror films like Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, Sean and his brother Marlon began working on their next project. In 2000, the Wayans brothers reunited again to create what is possibly their biggest and most notable film to date,
White Chicks.
Scary Movie. Written by Sean and Marlon and directed by older brother Keenan, Scary Movie is a spoof of popular slasher films from the late 90s and 2000s.
Thanks for joining us on this 2K broadcast. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce.
That was a big deal because we worked our off and it all came together tonight. It was a lot of fun. The first one was a blast. The second one wasn't as much fun. The first one, we had more to do with it. And the second one,
we're looking at two of the
Sean
biggest
explained the reason the second film was so great, but because it was written, produced, and 1 year after the first film. Production on Scary Movie 1 took 3 years to complete, and the brothers felt rushed with people. The Weinstein Company did ask Wayne to come back for a third, but they wanted to take a break to make sure the third would be done right. But unfortunately, this led to the company moving on with the franchise without its creation. After the split from division, there was still bidding war between Universal, Fox, DreamWorks, and Sony-based Revolution Studios. Revolution locked in the brothers in a the first film under the deal was White Chicks, where Sean and Marlon played FBI agents who go undercover as a couple of hotel heiresses to protect the sisters from a kidnapping plot. The film received mixed reviews upon release, but still has been considered a cult classic. Filmed on a budget of $37 million, White Chicks would go on to gross over $113 million worldwide. Despite the financial success of the film, it received 5 Razzie Award nominations, including Worst Picture. Their second film, The Revolution, was 2006 Little Man, where Sean plays a married man who unknowingly takes in what he believes to be a child, but turns out to be a dual thief undercover. The film was also critically panned and nominated for 3 Razzie Awards, but grossed $104 million on a $64 million budget. Ian Eisner Wayans to direct and co-write those White Chicks and movies. Sean's last major film appearance in a cameo role in the 2009 film Dancing, directed by Sean's nephew Damian Duncan Wayans. The movie was a feature film parroting popular dance moves like You Got Served and Funky Yards. The movie even made fun of Save the Last Dance, Step Up, Dirty Dancing, among others. And once again, it was another Wayans film that got poor reviews and made $13 million at the box office from the $25 million it cost to make it. Sean's last live-action film appearance came over a decade ago, and he doesn't appear to have anything to work with the film studio. With Sean taking a break from TV and film, he instead decided to set his focus on stand-up comedy and music. Both of which he's not used to. Usually what I do when I'm doing stand-up, I'll book a Saturday night in the club. And so after I do my stand-up set, I DJ the whole after party. Sean's social media is filled with photos of visiting DJs and parties for music. Sean's absence from TV and film could also be attributed to the fact that he's a father of 3 kids.
This episode of Acctivated Watch the full episode at
Hyperpress.com. Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their game.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, B.A., we know what Jokic can do, but he needs help to win another ring. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
If you want to earn your degree without breaking the bank, you have got to check out this degree hack using study.com. First, click the link below to find your university on study.com. Type in your university in which you intend to enroll on the list of over 1,500. The review has been out for about a month now, and it's clear that this is up to the hype. The first year of the league saw Jordan Field
going to the
past
finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season. Grant, things have not gone according to plan
They got
for
a
the Suns.
poorly poorly executed disaster that failed to meet the expectations of viewers and critics in the country out. This has left him with his low 31 behind tomato scores. Most people simply don't like this man, with most calling his nonsensical followers to be taken serious. So what if I told you that as poorly as this movie was executed, it still has a very important message encrypted into the plot of the movie that shouldn't go unnoticed. This movie pulls back the curtain when you reach the real workings of stardom in the NFL. The real price to be the GOAT. And what that price actually looks like. This movie, although not as good, is the modern day Eyes Wide Shut, as it offers the viewers an inside look at the dark price of glory of sports and NFL entertainment industry. As they simply put it, to be the GOAT, let's put in a sacrifice.
And so it begs the question, superstar,
We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
It's because it shows them a side they have never seen before of a sport they love so much. Something they don't completely understand. But today, in this video, I will tell you exactly what the movie Him is really about. Then you will see just how important the message of this movie truly is. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to the Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the movie Him. I want to warn you that there will be spoilers ahead. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video so we can get this video seen by as many people as you can see it. Please like and comment. You can help this information spread to others. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get ready to play. Before the movie even officially came out, it had already begun receiving negative reviews, as critics had collectively destroyed expectations for the movie with their early critique of it. I agree that after watching this movie, I can confirm it lacks in a lot of places, specifically in the timing and pacing of the film. It doesn't take its time to properly introduce its concepts to the fans before dropping the entire plot on you in the last 15 minutes. It goes from 0 to 100 real quick until it crashes horribly at the end. But even with that being true, the movie still isn't that bad, and in fact, it has a very important message encrypted into its plot. Fans who meant to watch this movie aren't picking up on it, which then makes the movie seem even worse than it is. Now, I wanted to make this video when the movie initially came out in theaters, but I felt it would be hard to analyze this film on first watch. So I decided to wait until it became available to rent on streaming platforms, and then I rented it. Now, after seeing this movie, I will say that while I wasn't a fan of the excessive violence or the pacing, I still think the movie is decent. But what is truly great about this movie is the message. It had an extremely important message, and I wish they would have better produced the movie so more people would understand what it was trying to say. Like I said earlier, I compare this movie to the modern day Eyes Wide Shut. Obviously, this movie doesn't come close to the quality of Eyes Wide Shut, but just like Eyes Wide Shut, it reveals the dark side of reality in a raw way. Just like Him, Eyes Wide Shut was a movie that most people just didn't really understand when it came out. This is exactly what's going on with Him. People just don't understand the film. Before I explain what the movie is about, let me summarize the movie pretty quickly. Now again, I want to warn you, the movie story ahead. The movie Him is about an athlete named Cameron who grows up admiring a football star in Montana White, who is seen as the GOAT. Cameron's father, who was a massive football fan, tells him that one day he will be the next GOAT. He then trains and pushes his son, grooming him to be a football superstar. When Cameron gets older, he is looked at as one of the next potential GOATs in football. His future looks bright, and it seems all his hard work is starting to pay off as the league starts showing interest in him. When he starts going through a process of being drafted into the league, things take a dark turn. Starting the day before his audition, when he was randomly attacked by a van wearing a gold mask, the man hit Cameron over the back of the head, causing him to have a concussion and resulting in brain damage. This forces Cameron to avoid playing during his audition, which he thought destroyed his chances of getting drafted. But luckily for him, his agent Tom managed to get him an opportunity with the NFL team to save it. His team is idolizing his startup. His agent tells Cameron that he can get him on the team, but he has to agree to change his idol Isaiah for the week, so he can confirm he can run. Cameron agrees, and he's been driven to Isaiah's compound. The first thing he encounters is a group of super fans who lose their minds when they realize Cameron is not Isaiah. Cameron then meets his idol and begins his training and pressing Isaiah quickly. After practice, Cameron gets into an ice bath while Isaiah is having his blood drawn, and Cameron asks why he's doing it, which Isaiah really started off I like this video for you. I'm a pharmacy career. I had one exam every 2 weeks, not 2 hours, 4 assignments. It doesn't kind of fit like I do. Brandon takes a lot of time. Just so I would currently at pharmacy career, first ask.brandon.com, click here, Brandon, brainstorm, topics for assignment. This is to help advocate so much time whenever I have writer's block. I also have a paraphrasing feature that can help your writing sound more accurate and professional and more take the writing skills to your audience. You don't have to accept all the suggestions. You're self-control of your writing and allow you to learn along the way. And lastly, for my essay girl, use fairly happy dictation writer, we're going to generate writing citations to such a lifesaver. Grab copies of your writing from beginning to end, get good grades. Let's for all students, it's take our today.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
He likes to score his blood when he's at his peak, so he can use it for a later game. He then offers Cameron some of his blood to use it. But moments later, as one of the men working for Isaiah is walking out, he injected Cameron with Isaiah's blood. This is where things begin to get weird. The next day, Cameron goes to practice, and Isaiah takes things to a dark place. He makes one of the athletes who's training with him stand in front of a sewing machine. Isaiah makes Cameron race against his 2-second clock. Every time he fails to beat clock, Isaiah releases a ball that hits the athlete in the face. He does this until Cameron succeeds. Sometime after this, Cameron is introduced to Isaiah's wife, Elsie, who invites him to go party with her. After partying, Cameron falls asleep, and the next day, he's taken to a desert to shoot guns with Isaiah. While at the desert, Isaiah makes Cameron an interesting offer. He tells him that if he manages to shoot a dummy they had set up, he would give him anything he wants. But Cameron refuses his proposal, as he tells him he doesn't want any handouts. This is a very important scene, and we'll come back to it later. So make sure you watch this video again. The next day, Cameron is getting interviewed at Isaiah's compound, and he talks about how his father died shortly after he told him he didn't want to be a football player anymore. After the interview, Isaiah's wife invites Cameron to a party, telling him that she managed to get him a deal with the owner of the Savior, but they want to meet him at this party first. Cameron agrees and is taken over there with Elsie. Before Elsie brings him in, Cameron questions Elsie about the location since it seems sketchy. Elsie tells him they use these discrete locations because they don't want people to know about the strange rituals. When Cameron walks into the club, one of Isaiah's employees tries to warn Cameron about what's going to happen. Warn him to run while he still can. Cameron doesn't understand and continues on. He then meets up with his agent, who introduces him to the team's owner. He then sits on a table with all of them, where his agent asks him if he's ready to take the next step. With Cameron out of bed, he has to get his wine to drink that seems to infused with Isaiah's blood. When he drinks it, Isaiah wakes up on truth, knowing that he has drunk his blood. After drinking the wine, Cameron starts partying as Elsie is consistent in sacrificing a man that tried to warn him. Cameron then walks into a room and finds a goat mask similar to the one the person who attacked him was wearing at the beginning of the movie. When he lifts the mask up, he finds the decapitated head of the man who tried to warn him. The next day, Cameron wakes up in an ice bath, hooked up to an IV of Isaiah's blood. Lying down being scanned by a machine, while on top of this symbol that we'll get into more later, Cameron then removes the IV and goes looking for Isaiah, where he finds him inside of the theater room. Once inside the theater room, the door shuts behind him, and as you can see, the symbol that's on the door was the same symbol that was on the floor in the last scene. While in the room, Isaiah finally tells Cameron what has been going on, telling him why he has been injecting him with his blood and why he was brought out there to begin with. Isaiah reveals that the GOAT isn't just a really good player. The GOAT is chosen by the elite, and there can only be one at a time, telling Cameron that he was chosen after his father made a deal with the owner of the team long ago. Cameron's father was in the military and was somehow connected to the league's owner. He offered his son to be the next GOAT and was grooming him for the league. Isaiah tells Cameron they had been grooming him his entire life, telling him they